A very good afternoon and welcome to Lunchtime News on TV1. Let's start off with a look at your headlines this afternoon. 3.5-hour daily power cuts to be enforced. President says Sri Lanka stands ready to take the forefront of BRIMSTEC. Thirikumar Nadesan arrested by FCIT in connection to controversial Malvana property. Crocodile infiltrates Nochiagama police station. President Maithripala Sirisena met with Chinese Premier Xi Jinping and Russian President Vladimir Putin yesterday.
Speaking at the occasion, the Chinese president had noted that the Sino-Lanka relations have been positive and healthy, adding that China will work with Sri Lanka to carry forward the traditional friendship cultivated by generations. He called on two sides to deepen cooperation in the sectors of trade, port operation infrastructure, construction, port vicinity industrial parks, production capacity and people's livelihood. President Maithripala Sirisena had said the time-tested relations between the two countries have gained a stronger momentum under the new situation. The president added that Sri Lanka adheres to the One China policy and is willing to strengthen coordination and communication with China in international and regional affairs. Sri Lanka is a member of the Bay of Bengal Initiative for Multi-Sectorial, Technical and Economic Cooperation, a regional mechanism that is aimed at connecting South Asian and Southeast Asian countries and also groups Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Myanmar, Nepal and Thailand.
The Ministry of Power and Renewable Energy states that due to the power crisis affecting the country at present, a decision has been reached to enforce power cuts. According to the media spokesperson to the Ministry, Sulakshana Jayawardena, power cuts will be in effect for 2.5 hours in the morning, while power cuts will also be in effect for an hour during the night.
On last Saturday, we had an issue with the transmission system, and due to that, the power plant at Norwich was tripped. Then, though we are doing some effort to provide 24 hours power supply, we compelled to import some power cuts because of the lack of generation. According to the schedule, now we are planning to have a power cuts in the morning 2.5 hours and in the evening 1 hour. We have divided country into 4 zones. The power cuts will be imposed on 4 zones in different time slots. However, we are not going to load shedding for the areas like hospitals and also the industrial zones.
Still in local news, an 18-year-old youth died following an accident that took place near the Gaul Sambodhya junction along the Mathura-Colombo main road. The accident took place as a result of a collision between a motorcycle and a van travelling from Colombo at around 10:30 p.m. yesterday. The police noted that the van had fled the area after the accident. The 18-year-old motorbike rider had died in the accident. The victim was a resident of Katugoda. The injured pillion rider, who is 17 years old, is currently receiving treatment at the Karapitiya hospital. The police say that the two youth had not been wearing helmets at the time of the accident. The Gaul Harbour police are conducting further investigations. Thirikumar Nadesan has been arrested by the Police Financial Crimes Investigation Division in connection to the contentious 16-acre plot of land in Malvana, for which ownership claims were denied by former Minister Basil Rajapaksa.
Nadesan was arrested after he arrived at the FCID this morning in order to provide a statement regarding the said plot of land. It is alleged that Nadesan purchased the said land on the 25th of November 2010. However, it was revealed in court recently that the ownership of the land was transferred to an individual named Mudita Jayakodi. However, since Basil Rajapaksa and Mudita Jayakodi have rejected claims of ownership of the land, court ordered last week that the land be auctioned off.
In more local news, 3 suspects in possession of 30.6 kilograms of Kerala ganja were arrested off the coast of Verapudi in Kainagar Kites. The police said that an Indian national is among the arrested suspects. 1,538 drug pills, 2 mobile phones, 4 SIM cards and 100 pens used to forge counterfeit dollar bills that were in the suspects' possession were seized by the Sri Lankan Navy.
Meanwhile, 8 persons who were involved in illegal fishing activities in the deep seas of Palmunay using explosives have been arrested. A group of Navy officials attached to the North Central Navy Command Special Boat Squadron carried out the operation. 2 dinghy boats which were used for fishing and 330 kilograms of the catch were handed over to the Assistant Director of Fisheries of Mannar.
An event was held in Athuruliya, Mathura yesterday under the auspices of UMP MP Buddhika Pathirana to distribute bags of cement under the Samata 7 program to renovate homes.
52 families in the Athuruliya Divisional Secretariat received benefits under this program. It was the same last year as well as this year. I told the secretary as well that I will not come for any ceremony to lay foundation stones. I will only come to vest projects in the public once the project is over. The development of basic infrastructure is the #1 priority of our government, and we are dedicated towards that.
The renovation work on a rural road in Ratana Kahamodar, a fisheries village, commenced yesterday under the auspices of Minister Mahinda Amaravira.
People are attempting to interpret the statement made by the President the day before yesterday in many different ways. Theft in the previous government is wrong. Theft within this government too is wrong. I would like to clearly state that the President or our government is not ready to forgive any one of them. A group of individuals were arrested in connection to the murder of Lasantha Vikramatunga. Another military officer committed suicide and said that it was he who killed Lasantha Vikramatunga. Therefore, we can see that something has gone wrong within our security forces. If this is true, we have an obligation to everyone to do justice.
Story that made it to your headlines this afternoon. There was an unusual visitor at the Nochiagama police station this morning.
Our correspondent said that a crocodile had entered the complaints division of the Nochiagama police station. The crocodile, which the officials attempted to chase off, fled into the office of the OIC of the Police Crimes Detective Branch. The police officials later informed the Vilpattu wildlife officials about their special guest. Our correspondent added that activities at the police station came to a standstill for around 1.5 hours due to the arrival of the crocodile. He noted that the 9-foot crocodile was captured by wildlife officials and was later released into the Vilpattu Reserve.
The glamorous Miss Intercontinental Pageant 2016 concluded at Stein Studios, Ratmalana yesterday. Here's a look back at the gala event that was held under the theme, The Fairy Tale. This is the first time that a reputed global pageant has been held in Sri Lanka, and the first time in 20 years that a major pageant was held in South Asia. The pageant, in its 45th year, boasts the most beautiful women from across all continents. The pageant also features performances by Apache Indian, the global reggae fusion sensation.
Check. Good evening, everybody. This is me, Apache Indian, all the way from the UK. How you feeling? Congratulations to all the ladies.
Miss Puerto Rico, Helima Rosario, was crowned Miss Intercontinental 2016.
And the new queen is being crowned. Ladies and gentlemen, the new queen, Miss Intercontinental 2016.
Miss Sri Lanka, Tracy Zilvia, emerged first runner-up, while the second runner-up was Miss Ghana, Sylvia Commodore.
Our first runner-up, Miss Sri Lanka!
What a beautiful moment, ladies and gentlemen. I know some of you are tearing up. a wonderful, wonderful culmination of a great event. Please give our Queen and all our winners another huge round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, the Dulux Ambience Miss Intercontinental 2016.
And that concludes Lunchtime News on TV1. Thank you for joining us. For the News First team, I'm Charlene Benedict. Your latest news update will come your way at 1:55. Good day.